Welcome back to another episode of Oshi no Ko Season 3. So in the previous episode, we had a really fun and kind of like introspective episode about, well, the entertainment industry, I guess, because it was the producer who the AD worked for that we saw Ruby getting close to, and he obviously was organizing the entire cosplay meetup, and we finally saw that cosplay meetup, and he was gonna have a bit of an interview with one of the cosplayers, and he was extremely rude, extremely disrespectful to the cosplayer, kind of asking her some very promiscuous and like touchy subjects, touchy questions that she did not agree to answer beforehand. So it was just a bad situation, and then she obviously complained on Twitter about it and called them out, right? And because of that, their show was under a lot of scrutiny, and Ruby, like the giga chat that she is, decided, you know what, this can be my opportunity. This can be my opportunity to not necessarily advance in the viewers' eyes, because the viewers aren't gonna see the work that she did behind the scenes, but to advance in the, in all of the staff's eyes, because she was the one to propose a plan of how to take advantage of this kind of situation. She also pulled some strings with the cosplayer because she talked to her. She organized everything. So she is playing the playfield perfectly. And yeah, as I said, I don't think it's necessarily as much about garnering viewers' attention, even though that is also a part of it. It's more so building a network around like all of the staff members, because everyone is keeping an eye on her now, because they can see what she's capable of now. So that is gonna be big. She is most certainly casting her net really wide in the industry, and I am sure that she is gonna be reaping the rewards of it very soon as this season goes on. So it is an interesting episode, and then we had a really hype ending with Aqua and Ruby as well, where Aqua was like, "Did you plan all of this?" And Ruby was like, "What do you mean?" So fantastic episode. Let's see where it goes from here. So if you want to watch this, Uncut and Unblurred is always on Patreon in the description. Let's go into Oshi no Ko Season 3, Episode 4. The opening hypes me up so much. We're picking right up. Oh, she knows everything. Mm-hmm. Oh, what a scene. Also, one thing that I love in that scene, and it's such a subtle thing, but you see it quite a bit in like anime and shows and stuff, is how you can see Ruby being on the obviously the higher end of the slope, kind of like showing, she is the one taking the initiative. She's the one who is currently on the offensive, so she's higher up on the slope as opposed to Aqua being lower down, so she's looking down up on him, kind of like a subtle, like, visual storytelling, but it's really nice. I really love those shots. Oh. So that's why she invited her there. Oh, well. Oh, yep. It's Jover for TV. That's what it said. True. Yep. 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 100%. Yeah, engagement bait. Yeah. Mm. You definitely manipulated a lot of people to get here, yep. Man, okay, I know I'm pausing a lot, but I'm gonna pause a lot. I love how we saw Ruby change so much, obviously, because of the ending or towards the end of season 2, right? But I love how she can take, like, it's the same inspiration of wanting to be the same as right? It's still kind of like the same goal, but you can flip it in any way, shape, or form that you want it. You can focus on whichever aspect you want, and it completely flips that goal on its head, right? The goal is to be a star. And then you can be like, oh, I want to be like who always, made people happy, who was an idol, who was beautiful, who was the star. Or you can be like, I want to be like who was a liar, who was hiding her kids from the general public, who was hiding, the things that she loved the most from her fans who loved her the most. Oh, I love how they flipped that on its head. Oh! Mm. Wow! Wow, newcomer of the year! Oh! Oh! Wow, they blew up. That's insane for a Japanese channel. Yeah? Wow!
星野ルビーの今後の活躍に注目していきたい。なんだかすごいことになっちゃったね、ルビー。もともとあのルックスでしょ。大手でデビューしてたらもっと売れるの早かったわよ。ここ半年、ルビーの躍進は目を見張るものがあった。この指数関数的な登録者数の
Yeah, also a lot of time has
ルビー
passed
一人
now.
の活
6
躍に
months.
よるものだ。すごいよね。あっという間に私のチャンネル登録者数も抜いて。今までの努力って何だったのかと思えちゃうよ。まあ、嬉しい悲鳴ってやつだけどね。今までの土台があってこその伸びだし。
Actually, no. Actually, no. I think it's been 6 months since season 2, and I think at the end of season 2 they had 300,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think it's been long since the previous episode or anything along those lines, or since the previous conversation
スターってこういうこと
with
なんだ
Ruby.
ろうね。今日の撮影どうしよっか。ルビー番組の収録で遅いらしいけど。待つしかないわよ。あの子が出ない企画、コメ欄荒れるんだから。はい、その日ルビーは夜まで埋まってまして、翌週の22か26なら午前空いてます。はい。なるほど。ちょっと調整してみます。
Poor girl is also working non-stop.
忙しそうだな。
Yeah.
もうてんてこまいよ。いっぺんに多方面からいろいろ言われすぎて頭パンクしそう。スケジュール調整から会議、営業、契約書回り。これから接待で局長と飲みよ。吉住君入れて本当によかったわ。あの子いなかったら過労死してた。制作会社の AD だった。
Oh!
ルビーのマネージャーに転職した。
Nice!
テレビに熱意があるように見えた彼をどうやって口説き落としたのか俺は知らないが、今のルビーには人の就職を左右できるほどの力
She does. She 100% does. Look at her.
今の職業を辞められるほどに。できればルビーの現場に
The
は
aura.
私も出たいんだけどね。いざという時に何かできるのは
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't jinx
ちょ
anything.
っと目をつぶって休んだら接待の時間になったら起こすからさ。ありがとう。私はもともと現場の方が向いてたのよ。イチゴがいなくなって仕方なしに業務を引き継いで、こういう時に自力が出ちゃうわね。
One thing about that scene with Ichigo with drinking that I didn't notice on my first watch that I noticed when I rewatched the show is he had another glass ready there for Ai, right? Which is so sad because he was just thinking about how he wants to drink with Ai when she becomes 20, and then obviously she died right before turning 20, and then he had two glasses there, one of them being reserved for Ai. So sad.
大手だったらメインの扱いで取れる仕事も私じゃひな壇が精一杯。大してコネも経験もないから舐められてるのよ。せっかくうちの事務所からスターが生まれそうだっていうのに不甲斐ないわ。そんなことないだろう。現にルビーは順調に仕事取れてる。運がいいだけよ。ほんと誰かの意志を感じるくらいに運がいいだけ。最近は客が多いな。どうやって調べた？
He cut his hair.
ルビーが休日のたびに行き先も言わず消えるからな。こっそり後をつけた。また妙なシスコに。
They're both weirdos.
ルビーにレジエして。それだけじゃない。勝手に仕事。
Yeah, we saw him earlier in one of the
死んだ後、
scenes.
全部宮子さんに押し付けて消えたあんたを許す気はない。だけど、未練があるんじゃないのか。ドームの夢に。愛と立つはずだったあの場所に。もう一度アイドルをプロデュースしたいんじゃないのか。ちげえよ。確かに俺はルビーの活動に協力してる。昔世話してやった連中とか、愛の件で登場してくる奴らから仕事もらったり、コネはそれなりにあるからな。だけど、それはあれだ。俺も宮子に対して申し訳ない気持ちもあるからやってることだ。別に未練じゃない。そんなに宮子さんのこと考えてるんだったら、
You should talk to her.
イチゴプロに戻った方が手っ取り早くないか。
Yeah, I do agree with this. It's been enough time. Mm. Hmm?
お前ならわかるだろうよ。ぶっ殺すんだよ。愛をあんな目に遭わせたやつを。
Oh.
愛が所属してた事務所の社長だろ。なんでそこまで。
He wasn't just her agent. He cared about her so much. Yeah, he cared about her so much.
お前にとって愛は母親だったかもしれないけどな。俺にとっては
Yeah.
娘みたいなもんだったんだよ。そうか。わかるよ。俺が芸能の道を選んだのも同じ理由からだ。もう一人の犯人は愛の身近な人物。
Is he gonna find out here? Wait.
愛のいた世界に入ることで答えに近づけると思った。
And he did.
結論から言う。愛を殺した男はもうこの世にいない。俺と遺伝子的に同じ父親を持つ人は
Oh.
上原清十郎、すでに個人だ。だからもう俺たちの復讐は終わってるんだ。もうこんなことを続ける必要は。お前な、何言ってんだよ。その事件のことは俺もよく覚えてる。時期もそうだな。確かあれは愛とドーム公演の打ち合わせをしてた時だ。上原清十郎が愛を殺した犯人？そんなわけねえだろ。上原が死んだのは引っ越しの前。死んだ人間がどうやって住所を知るんだ。時系列的にありえないんだよ。でも遺伝子検査で托卵の可能性は考えたのか。母親が夫とは別の男と子供を作った。
That's the one. That's the loophole. That's the loophole.
夫妻の心中事件はそれを知って激怒した夫側が仕掛けたなんてシナリオもあるんじゃねえのか。そもそも犯人が父親だという確証は事務所に住所を漏らした奴がいる可能性だってあるだろう。終わってねえだろ何一つ。お前は子供の頃から賢い。
Here we go.
ちゃんと考えればこの程度の結論たどり着けたはずだ。なのにそれは勘違いだよ、イチゴさん。あんたの話には決定的な見落としがある。見落としってどこにあるんだよ。
He's trying to justify it.
どこかに。違うだろ。違う。そんなはずがないんだ。終わったはずなんだ。やっと。そうだろ。だって。すまん。今の話は推測だ。とにかく、お前はゆっくり休め。
No. Nope. Yep. The bait is set in. The hook is in. There's no letting go of it now. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh.
茜とちゃんと付き合うことにした。
Ah, she's not gonna do it.
ここで下ろしてください。
Yes. Come on, please. Still be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Nice.
違う。そんなはず。もう全部終わった。
Kind of the goat, man.
愛の敵は取れたはずなんだ。そうじゃなきゃ。よかったね。また始められるよ。
Oh.
君に駆られるだけでいい。愛を
Here we go.
今度こそ見つけ出して、この世で可能な限界まで苦し
The
みを
dark side's
与え
back.
てやるんだよ。僕は苦しむべきなんだ。愛を見殺しにした僕がのうのうと生きていていいはずがない。これは罰だ。報いなんだよ。違う。だって俺はやっと普通の幸せを。ここしばらくの安息は夢のようなものだ。忘れていいよ。だって僕たちは何一つ終わらせていないんだから。復讐を、悔いを、愛の受けた苦しみを、罰を、永遠に手遅れだ。
Kinda. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 he slaps her hand. No!
私、バカだから全然気づけなくて。ごめん、悪魔。
Ah!
今大丈夫だった？そうか。明日は日本映画賞の授賞式だったか。何人もいる新人俳優賞の一人だけどね。レッドカーペットだよ。緊張しちゃうな。今の茜でも緊張することがあるんだな。そりゃもちろん。それで、よかったらその夜、会わない？打ち上げとかで深夜になっちゃうけど、晴れ舞台の衣装も結構。悪い。ちょっと今は人と会う気分じゃないんだ。そうなんだ。うん、わかった。しんどかったらいつでも頼っていいからね。ありがとう、あかね。うん、じゃあ。最近のアクアくんは明るかった。昔は今みたいに暗くなかったってルビーちゃんが言っていた。それはきっと愛さんが亡くなる前のこと。愛さんのことを思い出すとアクアくんはパニックになる。幼少期の傷はいつまでも残る。まるで呪いのように。今はお母さんの復讐から解放されて少しずつ罪悪感が薄れていって本来のアクアくんになろうとしている。願わずにはいられない。このまま何も気づかない。
Oh, you innocent soul.
アクアくんは
Live in blissful ignorance.
長年劇団で培った演技力により多くの作品で多彩な演技を見せてくれました。新人俳優賞受賞おめでとうございます。よかった。
Oh, it's the goat! I love this guy! He's from...
アクアくんなわけないか。
Oh, Big Papa!
事務所からのお花。
Big Papa!
こういう時くらいはね。ああ、ララライからのお花小さい。最近の劇団はどこも金がねえんだよ。白いバラ、どこの人だろう。ララライの OB だ。
Oh!
今は事務所立ち上げてな。断るごとに花を送ってくれるんだ。
It's
い
him.
ろんな人が
It's
祝
him.
ってくれてるんですね。
I met the father at
忘れちゃダメだよ。
La La La, so
もちろんです。いや、
it's him.
しかしあの茜がここまでトントン拍子に売れるとはな。金田一さんに鍛えてもらったおかげです。いやいや、この子ももともと実力はあったんです。でもこの業界、キャスティング権を持つ人間に覚えが良くなきゃメインの仕事はなかなか取れない。
Yeah, I love this guy. I think it's his manager. It's Akane's manager, I believe. I love this guy. He's the guy that was defending Akane from the CEO back in like episode 5. No, episode 6, I believe it was. No, episode 5 or 6. I don't remember exactly the episode of season 1. Back when she was doing poorly at Love Now or whatever it was called, right? During the reality show, and she was doing poorly and no one was looking at her. He was the one who was defending her, being like, "Hey, don't worry, it's my fault, not your fault," and all of those things. I'll be your shield. He's basically the goat.
無理にでもテレビに引っ張っていった社長の采配が功を奏したんです。最初はどうなるかと思ったけどね、今勝ちに出てから
Love for real.
表に出る時の顔つきが変わったんですよ。なんていうか、目力普段はこんなふわふわした感じですけれど、カメラが向いた時の目がいいんですよ。時々出るんですよ、こういう目をしたやつってのは。人を騙す目、嘘を真実だと思わせる力、役者にとって最高の資質。
Yeah.
うちにも昔いたよ。
Mm.
さっきのバラをよこしたやつだ。
Oh.
当時はうちでも屈指の演技派だった。見てみたいです。映像ないんですか？稽古確認リストの奥の方にあるはずだ。
The Starry God?
似てる。
ショップに参加していたことから来る推論で確証は薄い。でも仮に姫川大輝は父清十郎の実子ではなく他の男の子供であったとして
Here we go.
姫川さんとアクア君の DNA 上の父親が上原清十郎が所属していたララライの人間であるという線は故意。
Yes.
そして彼は愛の演技スタイルと非常によく似ている。愛がこの人に直々に演技を教わった関係だったとしたら、それに今まで一度も言及されていないのはなぜ？隠されていた。
Yeah, he's too powerful, probably.
白いバラ。愛を視察したストーカーが持っていた花も白いバラ。
Yes, that's true.
愛に子供がいることを教え、先導、愛の居場所を教え、殺人教唆。実行可能な部隊を整えた人物。私の中にいる再現した愛の感情がざわめいていた。この男なら愛が相手の男を明かさなかった理由にも合点がいく。殺人に他人を利用したわけも。何より似ている。アクア君と顔つきがこんなにも。
Oh, oh, sorry, that was loud.
光る。
Hikaru Kamiki.
愛の妊娠
Wait.
15歳の中学生だった。
Wait, yes. Okay, I'm gonna talk after the ending. Yes, I have so much to say. Okay, stop. Okay, nice. Okay, let's talk. There's so many things I want to talk about. Holy fuck. Okay, first of all, the name, Hikaru Kamiki. Now, when I was rewatching season 2, before going into season 3, there was one thing that I noted down, or there were many things that I noted down, but one of the things that I noted down is the name of the folders on the PC of the director. And one of there were a bunch of them, somewhere like River, Music, whatever, right? Which was just the regular editing folders. But some of them were Hoshino, Aqua, Hikaru. Hikaru was a folder on the PC of the director. So that's something that was there. Okay, another thing. I had a theory. I said this at the beginning of season 3. I was like, I have a few theories back from when I was rewatching season 2, and I'm gonna talk about them when they are relevant because I don't want to entice any spoilers. Here it is, very much relevant. So, when we were back at, I think it was final episode of season 2, maybe the last or the second last maybe episode, when Ruby was on top of the hospital talking to the little girl, the white-haired little girl, you know? When she was talking to her, that girl said that there were rumors going around the hospital on the day when I was in the hospital. I don't know if it was the day of the birth or if it was when she was pregnant. Either way, at some point when she was in the hospital, there were rumors going around of 2 people standing outside the hospital. Okay, stay with me here. One of the people was a college student, which obviously seems to be the stalker. The other person, they said, looks like a middle schooler. A middle schooler, which means now, and from what we saw, the silhouette that we saw in the actual scene very much looked like, now we know Hikaru, right? Very much looked like their dad. So it is Hikaru. That was Hikaru, the middle schooler. And I said there was one important detail here. At the point of Ai's pregnancy, Taiki was 4 years old. Taiki was 4 years old. Take that in. Hikaru was 15 when I was giving birth. At that point, his son, Taiki, was supposedly 4 years old. I don't know. Unless I have something wrong in my mind. Unless something is wrong here. Unless some information of mine is wrong. Maybe he was 3 or something. Maybe it's like 1 year off because of like the pregnancy being 9 months and stuff like that. Maybe like I'm 1 year off somewhere. But I'm pretty sure that should check out, right? That should check out. I'm just saying, I don't know how old the mom of Taiki is, but something seems very much not, something isn't clicking here, you know? Something isn't cool here. That was the theory, that was the main theory that I had from season 2 that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't want to talk about it at the beginning of the season because I didn't want to entice any spoilers. So here, I'm talking about it here. Okay, so Holy fuck. The other thing is, the other big important thing in this episode was Ichigo talking to Aqua, right? And relighting the fire of revenge, of everything. Aqua, obviously, now after 6 months of getting rid of that hatred slowly, day by day, slowly and surely, just getting rid of the dark side of him and trying to live a more happy life and trying to actually find out what kind of life he should be leading now that there's no revenge in it. All of that revenge came just crashing into him, right? Just the entire wave of revenge went right back into him, and now he obviously is very much in a very, very dark place. You can't really blame him for what happened with Kana and stuff. Obviously, that was just a knee-jerk reaction. He didn't see Kana in that moment or anything along those lines. He just reflexively reacted the way he did. I feel really bad for Kana. I can imagine how horrible she must feel right now. You can just feel what kind of like gut-wrenching emotion she would feel at that moment, right? You stopping, trying to help someone who you know might actually, you know, be actively avoiding you, and you love them, but you know that they might actually just hate you, or at least you think they do, and then this kind of thing happens when you try to help them out. Oh, my heart just sank in that moment, man. But yeah, holy fuck. What an episode. What an episode. This episode, everything went fucking haywire. Holy. I am very much curious to see what the fuck is going to happen now. Okay, as much as obviously it's not healthy for Ruby and Aqua to be on this path, it is very interesting to watch. And I do wonder if they are going to join hands in their revenge plot, because that would be kind of insane. I do wonder what's gonna happen, right? Because I think Aqua is going to pick himself up, but not in a good way. He's gonna pick himself up to the old Aqua that he was, right? When he fully assimilates with all of the facts that happened, when he fully gets takes them in, he's going to re-emerge as the old Aqua, and I am not happy with that. I think that's not obviously good for him, but it's going to be very interesting for the story. So I am excited for that, and I want to know what's gonna happen with Hikaru and all of those things. Okay, I'm excited. For now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.